Ay. Running late. Admin work. Alright, let's see. I will explain it in a second. Alright, here we go. You're listening to Radio Blender with educated man Max McFerrin. There we go. Just need to catch my breath for a bit. I've been hauling ass. I see Frank Drabin yawning, very good. I see Erwin Sanire, Sergey Maslov, Rappel Rappels. Hope you guys are doing fine. Welcome with the stream. Hope the weather is nice. So I ran a couple minutes late because some dude all of a sudden direct messaged me about something in the Discord to discuss with the admins. Blah 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 blah. That's why. Alright. As usual, we wait a couple more minutes. Let everyone join the stream. And then we will blast off. Alright. I've seen a lot of very nice entries, by the way. So I got my hazelnut coffee. I said I don't have a good week here. Quadratine for 2 weeks, yo. Do you have any ideas how hurt when someone puts you inside your noisy very deep? Oh, I've been in a noisy place for about 8 years, so I know all about it. Glad that is all over. Someday, Erwin, you get your own place, you will get your rest. Meanwhile, let me make sure I got all the text files. Delete the idea of this week. Was a very good one, very nice. Used some of the idea for the follow along. Got 2 more left. No one direct messaged me any more ideas, which is fine. It's okay. We got 2 left. So. You have a COVID. Oh, inside your nose. Oh, I see. You mean like you went to the doctor and they put like a stick in your nose to see if you got COVID or not. Alright, enough music for now. Alright, very good. Here we be again. 5 people are watching. Don't forget to like the video. Okay, I should have everything ready. I wanted to join up. I only managed to make the room. I got very busy the 2 days after making the room. So I couldn't be bothered to join up with the rest. And that's okay, because you guys have a lot of entries, a lot of amazing entries. Which the first one is of Erwin Sunny Ray. 25 minutes to complete. Here it is. Use my left mouse button to click the big picture. Alright, so you definitely have an isometric room. Got some nice tiles down there. Certain houses have tiles, because why not? You got some electricity input, I guess. The only thing that I do notice, I see, if I'm not wrong, you got the holes in here, but it looks like the back of the wall color is coming through. Maybe a little plain behind it with just black on it could hide the color away. You got a light button. I haven't checked out the other entries, but I believe you're somewhat the only one with the electrical inputs and a light button. Got a nice window, nice and glossy. Reflection onto it. A lot of light is very good. So far so good. The electric is fine. I also believe this whole idea came from Raf and Raffles, if I'm not wrong, do this isometric stuff, which is a very good idea. Anything else is very good. It's just, you know, the electricity color of the wall is coming through, but that's all. Then we have one of Landish, and it's also very funny to see the different angles of how people got the cameras. Certain are very low, or certain are very high though. Landish just says entry. Take a look at it up close, by the way. It's also very nice entry. I especially like the, I would just say for Western world, for modern houses, this is very old school. Just have the electricity go onto the wall instead of being into the wall. Old houses have this type of stuff. I like the blind down here. That is what it's called. Just two. So you can just regulate how much sunlight will come in. We got this down here. I don't know what it's called in English, but it's a very good touch. You know, you can just put something on there if you like, if there is some space for it. You got a nice floor. I only noticed with the floor that the tiles here are, it should be different. It almost feels like this one here is just too much, and this one should be right here. That could be more repetitive. It just looks strange to have two of these near each other. But I do like the different colors onto them. Very nice touch. Very good. The only thing that I'm missing on the blinds is like a little rope or like a stick, and you rotate the stick or whatever in order to open or close these things. The only thing I'm missing, now you are allowed to use add-ons, and the point is trying to make the 30 minutes more easy for yourself. Yes, at some cases certain people will use models from website, which I do not recommend. I recommend to just do everything yourself, but you are allowed to use add-ons. Yeah, there is not really a rule on using models from website though, but there is an add-on, and let me just see here. I believe this add-on is called Archie Mesh and Archie Pack. I have no idea just what the difference is between that, except for a mesh and a pack. But down here you can see you have different stuff, but you also got like blinds, and this is something that I have been using in my my room. It presents everything, and you can just scale it up and down, I believe, and it will just kind of cooperate. Yes, if you go too low, the gap will be a lot bigger. And you do need to, you know, give it your own color somewhere about here. Somewhere. I don't need to put it on this, by the way. Let's see the color being applied to it. I do allow add-ons, but there is also no rule in downloading stuff, so yes. So that is the only thing that I'm missing on that thing. Black background, very nice, makes the colors come out very good. Then we have one of Pepograph X on point, 30 minutes. I noticed with this one that the room at this side is a little bit larger, which is not a forbidden thing though. And now I also see that you also got the electrical stuff and the light button. But I do wonder, and by the way, with the other one with a light button, but I do wonder how many people would have thought about this if Edwin Sunny Ray didn't include them as first. Some nice old school windows that open towards the inside. I like the texture on the wall though, that's a very nice texture. Got even the mechanism onto the door. You got a, I forgot what this is called. We talked about this in Friday's follow along. I do see it's a little bit on the short side at this side. But it's just a little beauty mistakes, I like to call them. What would have been better for the sides if it was just like gray instead of the texture going around the corner there. But anything else, it's very nice. I really like it how it's presented. If it would go super realistic, then maybe, of course, different buildings, different countries, different rules. These two wouldn't be close up to each other. I would just say at one corner here and this one at this corner here. So each corner have its own input. But like I said, I don't know, maybe this is real life sample though. Like in my room here, I got one behind me at one corner and one at the other corner. But this room is made by the people who lived here before. It's not like an official rule though. Then we get one of mine. The only thing that I did was, before I started with this, is looking for kinda official angles for the camera. And it was something about 60-40 was the camera angle. So, but I did check it out. If you put an X onto here, it does this middle. This is not the middle point. It's a little bit too high though. But it was something about 40-60 is how the camera needs to be. Even though with my other room I use different values. It just depends, I guess. Yeah, this is the blind that I've been using. Now the only thing that I found strange at some point is how, yeah, the color, that's weird. But I also put this into the viewport without the surrounding, and then it's like a nice color. So I'll guess it's normal for this to be in here. Maybe it's the wire that goes through that blocks it off or whatever. I do not exactly know. Yeah, I don't have any light sockets in here or light buttons. It's a shame that I couldn't join up more. Anything else that I would change? Maybe the floor though. I do not like it 100%. Yeah, reflection is nice. It's very waxed or whatever it's called onto the floor though. I was messing a little bit around with the sunlight. I wanted to have the sunlight a little bit more towards the wall, but because there is no roof on it and there are no side walls, you need to mess around with extra planes outside of the screen so the sun doesn't do weird stuff with it. Alright, I was Jack is having fun with this third character again, Jessica Candy, very good. Then we have one of Doomster EG. Yes. I need to warm up for a little bit. There we go. Also made a nice room. Nice door height. Also depends on which country the door height will be. I've seen certain houses of, I believe it was in England, where the ceiling is very low, I noticed. But then again, in the Netherlands, our ceilings are super high. Is it effective? Not really, because you need to heat the house a lot more. If you have got lower ceilings, it will cost you lesser heat and lesser monthly cost. So, you also got like this, what I don't know what it's called. Bay, all good? Yeah, all good. I hope you are doing fine too. Welcome to the stream. Oh, you got a nice color combination in here. I like the brown outside here, along with the brown floor. Fits in very well. You got some nice white in here, and then a fancy green, bluish, whatever this color is called. You got a nice door with details on it. I like the door knob, or well, it's not really a knob, but we get the idea here. I also see that the wall has, like, you have to look very well, but it seems like the wall has some details on it too, like a bumps or dents or whatever. Makes it look like, I believe, plaster has been sprayed onto the wall and then put on a nice color. Makes it very realistic. Good. Cyan. And cyan more, a little bit more bluish. Like this color, isn't this like cyan? This one is of rough 2 hours too late. I'm afraid didn't have much time. Well, you're still in the same row, so that's okay. Let's take a look at this one. Yeah, this one the camera is very low again. I'm not going to moan about that too much. Yeah. Let me see here. Like, you can, I think you forgot to set your camera, because you can clearly see that underneath there is a lot of space and on top there is less space. While it's supposed to be like this and like that. Landis had the same problem here. So you had to put it onto, what is it called? Orthographic, the camera. Maybe you just forgot about it, but I just need to show it off again. So if you got your camera tab, and then on orthographic, now you can see, yeah, put it in orthographic. The top and the bottom will be in the same one. Stop like that. Just gonna keep my Blender open just in case. But your room in overall looks very nice. I like the color combination in here. I like how you got white down here, and then blue or cyan, then white, then blue, then white again. So I like that, the combination of this. Also like the window, very modern to have it like so. Looks good. I like the floor especially. Looks very nice with it. Very good. Yeah, only the camera needs to be set different. And then we have, then we're gonna go to the beds. Simple and fun bedtime story entry. Looks a bit weird, but a mix of all of them later, it's going to be epic. So we're gonna wait for that. Very simple bed, very low poly, which is also nice. There's one thing though, if you're gonna go low poly, you should keep everything low poly. Like the edges of the mattress. Very strong bed. Very nice. I like how you folded this. Yeah, maybe it needs to be a little bit longer here, but personal thing, or else your feet will get, like, if you pull this up, your feet will stick out. You will get a cold, and a monster under the bed will tickle your feet. Always make sure your feet are under the blanket, or whatever that's called. But very good. All of the colors in here. Also, I also need to show that off, even though I think I've done it with follow along. Let me see here. Don't save. Still need to show it up. Blender. No. Or the Blender map. 30 minutes. Save file. Isometric room. There we go. So yeah, this was basically, I still did made it in 30 minutes, but it was like 3 days later already. And I just would like to show it off. So this was the bed I made here. I made it very sneaky by adding a high board down here. A very simple, cheap bed. Made everything blue because I couldn't decide what colors I wanted. Didn't go right. And then we're gonna go to Ninja Raccoon. Ninja Raccoon did add in a bottom there. You don't have to always do that. You can just make it float. It's also fine. But I guess it will give better reflections or not. So definitely an interesting bed. I would not want to lay in this bed because, you know, my girlfriend always lay with her head down here and then she almost pushed me off the bed. Very annoying. Like the texture on the bed though. Very interesting. You make sure your bed is made up well. So you probably put a blanket underneath the mattress. Make it look nice. Yeah. At some point it looks low poly, at another point there is like textures onto it. But there is different styles of low poly. Yeah, you just have to balance that out. I do like the corners are not too tight. It's also very good. The pillows looking fine. That was very nice texture. I really like it. But you would not fall from high now. Then we have one of GraphX. GraphX maybe made use of CLOT Simulator or made use of sculpting CLOT. Because that is now a thing too. Definitely an interesting bed cover. Unless you like leather or stuff, I would say that the glossiness onto this cover is too much. It should be way lesser. Unless you go for a leather type of look. I got a nice white pillow. The bed mattress coming out of it. It kind of looks okay, I would say. It makes it very realistic having it like so crumbled at the corners. Yes, only lesser reflection. Because yeah, my aunt had like, I think it was a leather. Like, I've been laying in that bed for fun one time, and leather is super heavy and it's freaking cold, and I wouldn't even want that at all. I don't know why they had that. Maybe it's their fetish. Anyhow, so yeah, you can see at a lot of beds that the reflection is very minimal. You can see like the light is just spreading out a lot. You don't see shininess onto it. If it's like clots type of stuff. Yes. And if you go more for a leather, for a more kinky, then you have a lot of at least more reflection onto it. There are reasons why people want to use this. You know, if things get wet, it will be easier to clean. A little bit of major stuff here. You don't have to be shy about this. It's okay. Anyhow. Then we have Landish re-entry only bed. Okay. The best thing to do is, by the way, just add in one thing only, or else you're making it very confusing. You know, a compositor afterwards is okay to include that in your 30 minutes. And once again, 30 minutes starts when you start Blender, and it will stop when you press render. So doing this afterwards is okay, and then you don't need to include this. So if you're gonna vote, we're gonna vote for this one. The bed itself, very nice design. I like this. It reminds me always a lot of a bridge. I like that. You got like little knobs on it to just to protect the floor from scratching, with some very good detail. I like the cloth onto it. And a nice yellow pillow there. A reflection of the material looks nice. Yeah, so far so good, I would say. Yeah, this one for after. But it's a message to all of you, only include one type of thing. Because it's for a competition. Then we're gonna go to Raf. And I noticed Raf made a very clean end result of his room. I really like everything, the combinations of colors. And this is one of it. Now, of course, Raf has a little bit of trouble down here. I believe Andrew Price does have a tutorial on how to make a blanket, and he explains all about, you know, this crumbled stuff, because, you know, it comes together from all sides and then it will crumble up. He shows way how you can solve this, so if you afterwards are still interested in how you can solve this kind of stuff, let me see. I just like to include stuff, right? It's more than just a competition for me. You not only hear my critic or other people's critic, also here to learn something. Couch simulator, cloth simulator, making seeds. Yes, how to make a yeah. Okay, this one. Shut up with your commercials. So if you're still interested, watch this video. He shows all about this stuff, if you like to. But yeah, I like the color combinations of black and red with white. It's very powerful. So that's very good. It looks very clean. Anything else? I see also a lot of people having the pillow up against the bed instead of just, you know, have underneath this. I'm not gonna be too strict about that. Who does that? I think no one. Which we come at Doom 3G. We had this pillow underneath. And a bit overtime because my file were previously crashed. Then Maya, yeah, you should use Blender. Blender is the best. It's free, and you can also just use it for commercial stuff without needing to buy another license, which is the case with Maya. But Maya is also allowed, because why not? Yeah, definitely interesting to see how you got your problem not present here. I still like to call it. Interesting texture on here, like the back of the bed. You definitely got a very thick mattress. I did see those thick ones, but you just sink in very nice in those. Yeah, I also like that there's a little bit of a bump going in this place, and then you can see it very well here. Very nice touch. Yeah, it looks very good. Very nice. And then we are gonna go. Oh wait, Iris Jack. Yeah, Iris Jack didn't read the rules here. You should only do what is needed. So in this case, only the bed, no surroundings, because you're also spoiling it, and that is a shame. But then again, let's take a look. If we're gonna vote for beds, only vote for the bed and not for the room. You should never do this kind of stuff, and this is, by the way, for everyone. Don't do this. The bed. It's definitely filthy. I wouldn't want to sleep in that. Now I need to keep in mind, I believe you still made this at your dad's computer via. Yeah, the blanket here, or whatever this is floating above. That's the only thing I'm gonna say. Anything else interesting? Textures and stuff, decals. Very good. No, you don't make your own rules, because I can disqualify you for this. Because you make it now look nicer than it's supposed to be. Anyhow, we are gonna go to desk and chair. The first one is of Landish. Landish definitely made an interesting use of colors. Very old school office to have like brown wood and you know, green things onto it, green lamp. Yeah, interesting textures. I like that the side here is very smooth, no tight corners. I like the yellow knobs fit in well. Get knobs underneath your desk. Yeah. Nice chair, nice shapes in it. Looks good. Alright. Then we have one of GrabX, a desk and a chair. A desk of plywood with a metal or aluminium these days. A frame underneath. I also see very slightly a piece of frame here, so it wouldn't fall towards the corner, which is very good. This very shows like, you know, modern is to use this kind of wood, I would say. Interesting chair. Very good. Very simple. Peppo GrabX, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing fine. Hope the weather is nice. You're well late, but also not late. Just gonna drink some coffee here. Yeah, very interesting. Yeah. Just trying to think here, like. Yeah, it is good. Very good. Then we have one of Erwin and Ray. Don't want to go hard on myself yet. That's what Frank always says. Here are simple entries for a desk and chair, which is the current desk and chair I'm using right now. Alright, let's take a closer look onto this. Yeah, also definitely interesting design, and by not just having an L-shaped beam down here, but just having two poles type of thing made out of wood, two wooden planks, and one at the corner so it doesn't fall over. I like your chair, nice back support here. Simple, but it will do. I think a corner desk would be very nice. I think. I'm not sure. I got a very long desk here. My desk plate, I just have like one plate going from one side to the other side, like 2 meters. I got a lot of space on this thing. Yeah. Very good. Very simple. It won't work. Then we one of Doomster EG. Also interesting chair and a desk design. I really like to see all the different things people make. The chair is indeed very nice, very modern to have, like, you know, kind of raster, whatever it is for the backside, so you can sink in deep into it. A nice headrest. Even got a little detail here of that thing. You got some texture on it. It looks like. Or a material. Yeah, but this desk definitely interesting. I like that this is just one piece of wood here, and then over here you got like a aluminium frame. I like these things down here. So you just press it, I believe, and then it pops out. We had some kind of cabins like that in the other house. You just very handy. No knobs needed or whatever. You just press them. It goes open. Very good. Very nice design. I like the blue with the black, white, and almost well, gray stuff, chromey, whatever. I'm glad it's not too chromy, because then it would reflect too much of the blue in the surrounding. Alright. Then we have one off Raf. Late again. Damn it. Also a very interesting desk. Like how there is a lot of space down here, but then again, yeah, it wouldn't really fit for me having 3 screens down here, because you cannot take the stuff behind it. Then this plank and this one should be out of there. But I just like how you can just put stuff on there. It would be very handy. Again, like the black and white in here, very good with some red. Interesting chair. Very simple. Little knob to change it. Yeah, very good. Got a little bit off from the floor, so that means there are tiny little knobs underneath. Yeah, definitely interesting. One thing I haven't seen so far is that people, when they use like laminated planks or whatever it's called, to use like a floor mat or something for your desk chair. I use one myself because it's like vinyl. Yeah, if I roll my chair on it with my fat ass, then you know I will dig into it. I got like a plastic chair mat underneath. It is all about the small details nowadays. You can also imagine this would be fresh and open. Simple, but interesting. Then we're gonna go to Iris Jack with his surrounding room with it. This is the desk JB allowed me to have. I messed up the voting system one time and he was very angry. He came in and broke it and took my chair. Interesting story there. You got 2 entries. I don't know why. You should also have 1 entry. Come on, guys. 1 entry only. Now you need to, choose which one to vote. This poor guy. I don't know. He was laying here, a desk on his hand. Yeah, it's definitely a very bumpy desk. Very old. Maybe I should give you some new stuff. Yep. Very interesting. The second one, computer apparently news technology from the outside world. I still haven't figured out how to turn it on. Oh. Computer, laptop. Oh yeah, this is for the second entry. I see. This is the laptop computer stuff. Okay. So, yeah. Yeah, that's a very old one. Maybe I should give you a new one so you can do the work faster. Interesting mouse down here. 2 buttons. This is not really gonna work anymore. Oh yeah. Interesting materials on here. I would like to say I like how broken and old it is, but it's not very nice. But very good and very interesting. Then we're gonna go to Erwin Sandere. Stopped at 28 minutes. Well, I ran out of time actually. Couldn't make much detail like before. My current setup need to work on my speed. Let's open this more. Alright, so you're having 2. You got bendy screens. Okay, you got like your desktop, you got some wiring, which adds a little extra. You got like your tablets, well, it looks like a mouse. I don't know what happened to it, but you got your keyboard, which takes a lot of work to do. Definitely interesting. Yeah. Bendy screen. It's nice that you've made a lot with it, so that's very good. Yeah. Vertical mouse. Okay, don't sit on it by accident, okay? Like how you got like a mouse mat with it. A lot of light, very good. I like the background with the stuff. Yeah, very good. Then we have one of GraphX, a fast laptop model done in 12 minutes. Time to set the keyboard layout 16 minutes. Huh? So it's 16 plus 12. It's probably within the time. Right, let's take a closer look at it. Interesting how you managed to get all of the words onto your keys there, and numbers and whatever. You took a nice screenshot of Blender, which is allowed, of course. Very good. Very smooth edges. Touchpad. Yeah. Simple, but it works. I just like how, you know, you just made everything onto it instead of having it closed up and you don't see anything. First I thought this arrow, but as I open image, it's a laptop. Oh boy. Very, yeah. Then we one of Raf did include his desk. Don't do that because that is not, don't do that stuff. Come on guys, one entry only, and only put in the subject what was needed. Anything else don't put it in because it spoils. I understand that, you know, if you would remove the desk, remove the room, that it will floating, but that's the whole point. Always save as, then hide everything else, and then you can just put it onto the floor or whatever. Interesting model. You got some cables here. You got a very thick flat screen. Red mouse. You got a texture on here, which is good. Save some time. A napkin. Yeah, it fits in well. That is one thing for sure. Okay. I was just looking at the windows. Then we have one of Doomsday EG. The same goes for you. Don't include the desk because it makes it look nicer than it's supposed to be. Yeah, okay. A nice PC, very clean. There's one button on it. That's fine. You got some cables going up. Nice detail. Your keyboard looks good. Only missing the arrow keys. Unless it is one without. But then again, doing a keyboard in 30 minutes, very detailed, is very difficult. And then also having the surrounding stuff with it. Nice big mouse mat, so you don't go off that easily. Nice cable. You got the scroll wheel. Very nice screen. I like this one. Looks very on point, I have to say, for some reason. Yeah, I also like the reflection on it. It's not too much, it's not too less. Very good. The cabling also looks very good. Not too tight corners, very smooth, very natural. It does float here a little bit, but yep. Whatever, right? I think the wire on the CPU. A wire on the CPU. Huh? Yeah, very good. Beside the desk and the chair. Let me see. Then we're gonna go to other furniture or items. For the text file, when I'm putting the winners in, I just say furniture or items. Well, let me just put in extra or other furniture items. Outmine, haven't done anything else for this week, but I always wanted to model a pencil holder I have at home. This is with a lot of pencils, so 45 minutes, Jesus, that's a lot of time. But whatever. We're not going to include this into the voting system. I've been very chill the last time with custom PC. A lot of people were way too late with stuff. Yeah. 45 minutes for this thing, that's a lot of time. But it looks good. I like how certain pencils are upside down and others not. A lot of colors, but they're all gray. Or black, silver, whatever that color is called. Yep. Yeah, it will do. I don't have much to say about it. Very nice background, fits well. Yeah, Sora, yes. Very, very white, I would say, over here. Very large desk. Or maybe it's a kitchen table, you just bought it and put it for show. You take a picture to show your family, look what I bought. Then we're gonna go to GrabX. He also included his desk and his room, which you should not do. Makes it look nicer than it is. And I also see that you included your motherboard, which you also should not do in 30 minutes. Because we have to ignore everything. The only thing that you did make is this lamp, which looks nice. And probably this cactus, which looks also nice. And anything else we need to ignore. I need to update the rules. Well, I think it's a bit logic. The point is, I'm asking for other furniture and items, right? So you need to put your furniture and items you have made in 30 minutes and don't include the other stuff. Like, let me tell you this, it went fine for a little while, alright? Everyone did just what it needs to do until this competition. Only the custom PC, only the fans, only the cooling, except for this one. Very good, very good, very good, very good. You know, everything for a very long while, it just went good. The point is, it will spoil it. It makes it look nicer than it should be. We should only focus on what you made, like this. This is the only stuff we need to focus on. Now, right, this looks, wow, this looks very nice. But the only thing that I think that has been made here is just the lamp and the cactus. There are two things we need to focus on. We don't need to focus on this, on that, and that. But like I said, I will update the rules then. If we need to include rules for every little thing to make people sure that they do the right thing, it's going to be a list with 1,000 words. But yeah. It went fine for a long while though. So yeah. A nice lamp and a nice cactus. Yeah, it's too much distraction from what you really made. So yeah, here's a good sample. Erwin Sunny Ray accessories. This is the only what I use mostly on my desk. So now we really can focus on what has he been making and not including other stuff. Notebook, this little box to put pencils in and stuff, so we can really judge on what he's been doing. Alright, but I will update the rules, including only one render, only put the stuff you made. Very good. Here another one. Wasn't really sure what to add, so I just did some of the stuff in my room. You got your stuff after you know, needs to be set after you pleasure yourself. You need to clean it up. I like this lamp though. I had one of these lamp once. You can just bend it and whatever not. A very handy lamp. I like the little notes here, especially that this is like not like fold, but you know, it makes it look realistic as it's, yep, you know what I'm trying to say here. Your pleasure material here, maybe it's a little too transparent. Maybe, I don't know, they're probably different materials, but I think it's a little too transparent. Yeah, I love the lamp. But really, yeah, takes me about back in the days. Erwin Sunny, and that's it. I only item that I consider important and needed entry for a Sunday. Sunday was entry for Sunday. No, this entry for Saturday. Now we're gonna go to other furniture and items. So I've made a very nice closet model. I love this thing, nice and deep to put all your underwears and socks in there. Here's some other stuff like your hats and whatever. Yeah, I like this model. I like this kind of simple matte black style with chromey type of whatever that's called, so you can hold it and open it. And a little trash can. Very important. Yeah, this is where your underwear's in. Okay. Very simple. I like that. Yes, close it up. And then we're gonna go to rough order furniture, and now we get a good look on what you have been making. That's where it's all about. Interesting rug, if that is what it's called. I like how you kept the style of red, white, and black. It fits in well together. Very stylish. Yeah, the only thing that is different, like you made like these handles on here, while on your desk, I believe you don't have them, or maybe run out of time for them. Nice little lamp. Yeah, it looks good. New Apple Mac or Xbox. You got your closet from the floor, so you got knobs underneath. A very important detail. Yep. This thing here feels like it is like cork or something for some reason. Then we have one of Doom's 3G. Very good. Only the stuff included, so we can take a good look at what you did and do some honest voting. I like how everyone has like a big closet and a small cabin. Very interesting model. I like how you have added the details on here. Yeah, definitely interesting. I like it the way how this one looks, and you included some wall electricity stuff to put on the wall, of course. Yeah, that is fine. Like this just works. Like even though you don't have your wall, we get a good idea of what you've been making, and that is where it's all about in the 30-minute challenge. Iris Jack. I changed it in the end. Yeah, it fits well in the white with the blue. Very good. Then we have one of GraphX here, a few impractical but very stylish seat buffers. 50 minutes. I don't know if I tried hard enough here. Now, adding a floor, you know, that is okay because she didn't really model the floor. You just put a texture on a plane. So yeah, that is okay. Interesting. They look like they have been used, so that's very good. Get a good idea where you need to sit. Like you need to sit on here instead of on the side. It's not very comfortable, anyways. Interesting design though. simple. It does what it needs to do. And now we're gonna go to the total scene where everything together counts. Alright, only thing, grab X, 1 and 3. If you do this at official ones where you can win a prize, you're also allowed to only join with 1. Now we have to choose, or, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, your total scene looks very nice. It fits in well together. The chair, if you go backwards, the parts underneath can go under the bed, so you can go backwards enough. Like the way how you set things up. It is very interesting. You got like a motherboard, but there is no desktop PC anywhere. Yeah. Maybe a small blind or a curtain would do. If the sun shines in, you get blinded. But definitely interesting. Sure. And this is what I like altogether. Then you have another one with just a toon shader onto it. But if I have to choose, I like the first one more, just because when details get very small, and I should actually crank this up to show it even better. When details get very small, the toon shader or whatever it's called, it's getting very blackish at smaller points here. Very blackish. And I think, which is a personal thing, doesn't make it look nice though. While with this one, everything just looks on point. We can see all the little details going on. And I think it looks a lot nicer. So I would recommend to only use this kind of shader where you have lesser details going on, or when the render is a lot bigger, because in Borderlands they use this type of stuff too, and you also have cactus with spikes onto it with the same shader, but it's more zoomed out instead of just very small. That. Alright. Erwin said away, and there it is, Isometric room, what I made a few days before. That's all I'm using, ain't adding anything else today. Epic, looks like disaster for me. Well, we wanted to decide that for ourselves. You don't mind, Erwin? Yes, it's... wow, what a disaster. No, it looks nice. I think it looks very nice. I don't know if you got any blinds in the front of it. Yeah, kind of looks nice though. But then again, you got like, it is difficult. Like I got my window at from this side. Like I'm on a 3rd floor, and we have like a pointy roof, and then I got a window, and when the sun is shining, it shines onto my screen. It's very annoying. I got a few garbage bags hanging up, very cheap. Yeah. I think it just does what it needs to do, so that's very good. Very simple. I like it. There's not too much going on, not too less. Yeah, it's nice filled up. You got everything what you made in here. You didn't add anything extra, so that's good. Then we gotta go to wrap my isometric room. I didn't post in the desk decoration office, but I use Blender Kit items instead. What is Blender Kit items? Is that like an add-on or downloadable? I'm really going to need to crank up the rules. You can use asset, but the best way loading is not. Okay, well, I said you can use assets, but the best way is by not using them. I need to change this. Yeah, I need to change the rules. What is Blender Kit? Blender Kit, get free 3D assets directly in Blender. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, I would say like for a weekly and a monthly, it would be okay to use other models and stuff. because you got so much time that you can just do it anyways. But for 30 minutes, I think it's very important to use your own models. Using add-ons is okay. Or not. Okay, we're gonna discuss about the rules at the end, so we can make things clear. Just rewrite them all. But let's take a look at this, because I like it a lot. But, and I don't mean the thing I'm sitting on. The point is, I really love the black, white, and red. I really like the combination. It fits in well together. I like the white, brown, and blue fits well together. But I'm kind of wondering if the red and blue fits together. Yes, it is an opposite color, and yes, in some cases it does fit together, but in this case, like, all the red stuff is onto the floor stuff. There is no red stuff onto the walls, and there is no blue stuff in this. I almost feels like, yeah, I don't know. I think it's more of a personal thing that I would say than the walls white, maybe with some black stripes on it, like sideways, like a lower stripe, and then a very thin black stripe. But it's all personal. But the site in overall looks very good. I see you use Blender Kit here to fill it in with box. I don't know. I at one point I really like it a lot. At another point I would change something. Even though I'm not kinda. I don't kinda know what I exactly would change. But yeah, I just really love the red, white, and black together. Pretty good. Yep. Very large room, by the way. A lot of space. Alright. The background fits in also very well. It is very simple, very black. I recommend it a lot, so the colors will pop out that are at the foreground. Yeah, and then we have one of Doomster EG, my finish it, isometric bedroom. A lot of this stuff is borrowed from my real bedroom. Oh boy. Let's take a closer look at this. Yeah, I would only say, oh, you got the tissues near your bed right now. You're up to something there. I would only say that do not like blend the walls in with the background, then make the background black. Then it really would pop out a lot more. Interesting mirror on here, very designish. I like the way how you've shared it up in this room, that you got your desk on this corner here, while having enough view onto the rest of the stuff, so it's not like blocking it. That's very good. Trash can near the door. Yeah, I like the input here with the cables going up. Very good, nice touch. Yeah, it does what it needs to do. Yeah, the only thing I would recommend, once again, black background to make it pop out a lot more. It really helps, guys. It really helps. Anything else? Very well. Very good. Yep. Alright, so that was that. And no Iris Jack dirty room in here, which is a shame. Anyhow, we need to vote. And after voting, we're going to rewrite the rules. And who breaks the rule will have to pay everyone $5. Alright. In this case, we have, let me just put a tinky. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rooms. Let me know who you're gonna vote for. Will be Raf, Doomster EG, JB Blender, PepOGraph, Landish, or Erwin Sunny Ray. Yeah, we'll make the rules for you clear afterwards. Alright, PepOGraph. Another PepOGraph. If I had to vote, base it on camera angle, base it on cut-offs from the sides, then for me it would be Doomster EG. Not because mine one gets close to it as in angle and cut-offs, but yeah, like a real isometric room is just perfectly all angles the same size. This one a little too high, doesn't have cut-offs. This one is perfect though, doesn't have cut-offs. This one just misses the orthographic view. Does have you know, cut-offs from the side. So yeah, then there is only one left if I cannot vote on myself. Alright. So yeah, you guys are in the end the ones that decide. So PepOGraph, let me see, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 for PepOGraph. So PepOGraph for you guys is the winner. So congratulations. Now we're gonna go to the bets. We have Erwin Sunny Ray, Ninja Raccoon, PepOGraph, Landish, this one, Raf, Doomster EG, and Iris Jack with only the bets. So don't vote this because you like this a lot with it. Like, it's very distracting. Alright, let me hear your votes. Okay, 1 for Doomster EG. Landish. Gone too far down. Another Landish and another Landish. I'm glad he's not called Landish. Too much ish. Alright. Okay, so you're gonna go for after compositor screen. Okay. Well, Landish. Congrats with winning the bet. Hope you can sleep well tonight on your bed. Then we're gonna go to desk. We have Landish, we got Graph X, Erwin Sunny Ray, Doomster EG, Raf, or the broken desk of Iris Jack. Doomster EG, Doomster Egg. Yes, with the very designable desk. Iris Jack with the broken desk, or well, I would almost call it a TV furniture, but yeah. Not a Doomster EG. That is two. Bye, Frank. You're distracting all that talking. Two for Raf. Two Doomster, two Raf. One Iris. Okay, if no one has something to say, then we will hit two against two. Well, fair is fair. This doesn't look like a desk. It's a TV furniture. So I'm gonna go for Doomster EG in this case. So Doomster EG, congratulations with desk and chair. Yeah, I will flip my PC case. Yeah, I decide, sure. Yes, then we're gonna go to computer laptop. We have Iris Jack, we have Erwin Sanure, GrafX, Raf, Doomster AJ. Yeah, come on, man. How would you ever take a chair and put your little knees underneath this space down here? That's not even possible. Maybe a Japanese desk. They like to sit on the floor though, on a pillow. Alright, Erwin Sanire, Erwin Irish, 3 against 2. One of Raf, 3 against, huh? So much extra talking here. 2 for Erwin, 3 for Erwin, 1 for Jack, 1 for Raf. Alright, so in this case, Erwin Sanire, you are winning the computer/laptop. So congratulations with that. By the way, I just need to save this stuff up because, yep, it will save me a lot of afterwards work. Live stream 30-minute winner. Grab X. And for the bet, Landish. Desk and chair is Doomster EG. And this one, Urban Standard. Alright, there we go. Excuse me. Then we're gonna go to Dash Decoration Supplies. Out might have been fair. It took 45 minutes. Alright, are you guys gonna go for the lamp and cactus of GrafX? You're gonna go for Evan Sunny Ray. You're gonna go for the pleasure materials of Doomster EG. So 3 of them. If I had to vote, then it would be only one who done it 100% legit, and it would be Erwin Sunny Ray. Alright, Doomster EG. GraphX, Erwin. Yeah, we talk about that a lot. Maybe, I mean, you just ask for it. Your pleasure material, you know, you need to wipe your nose or whatever. I don't know which nose, but I'll leave that up for your own fantasy. Another one for Erwin. Another one for Doomsday, another one for Pepograph X. That means chew against chew against chew. Damn it. So much talking, it makes confusing. Doomster. Doomster is 3. Grab X is 2. Erwin is 2. Alright. Oh wait, it's still 2 because Iris Jack is just chatting. So guys, when we do the voting, please only voting names. Also going to take a very long time. I just remove your message for, you know, I can just count the votes here. So 2 for Doomster, 2 for Erwin, 2 for GraphX. So in this case, I'm the one that's going to choose. And I'm going to simply choose Erwin Sunnyray. Erwin Sunnyray, congratulations on winning the decoration supplies. But once again, at the end, we are going to change the rules together. Or at least add some rules. Then we're gonna go to other furnitures or items. We have a very nice one of Erwin Sunnyray. We have a very nice one of Raf. Very nice one of Doomster. 1.5 nice one for GraphX. Okay, these ones I'll let you. It is okay if you add a floor. I'm fine with that. But that's okay. So we have 4 right down here. We have 1 for Raf. Another Raf. Another Raf. 1 for Doomsday. So it's 3 against 1, 4 against 1. There are 9 people, there are 5 votes, so yeah. In this case, Graf, congratulations on winning the order of furniture. Definitely deserve it. Doomster could also deserve it, Erwin Sunnyray too. But there could be only one of these. Yes, congratulations. I said it already. I'm gonna say it again. Congratulations. Yeah. GraphX. Next time, only 1 entry, please. So, guys, in this case, you need to vote. Will it be GraphX1, GraphX2? Will it be Erwin Sunnyray? Will it be Raf or Doomster EG? I still wonder how the Raf one will look when the camera is set on orthographic, at least, and a white wall, maybe a black wall. You can play around with it, make a few renders and drop it in the 30 minutes though. All room, we have 1 for Doomster EG. GraphX 2. Doomster EG, just say GraphX. Do you mean 1 or 2? And this is the point where I mean, like, Doom 3G. Graphics 2. That is 3 against 1. Three against 2, thank you. Makes it a lot easier. Oh, it is 3 of Doom 3G against 2 of GrabX. I wonder the most about how this one would look if two things were different. I think this entry could be very much amazing. Let me say from the room, this one is my favorite. Just, you know, because I wonder about it. That's a good thing. In this case, if no one has anything to say, and it's going to be Doomster Egg. Okay, here we go. Doomster Egg, congratulations on winning the room. It's definitely a nice room. It's nice and filled up. I would only recommend next time make a black background because, yeah, like I said, it bangs out the colors a lot. But it looks good already. Yeah, that's one thing for sure. I need to give a little bit of critic, right? The worst thing you can do is doing transparent background. That's no good at all. Very distracting with the background. So yeah, congratulations, very good. Everyone has, well, beside a few little things that I noticed only in this 30 minute, every other 30 minute always been as it is for some reason. Yeah, I didn't include certain things in the rules, of course, but it went good for a long while though, so, you know, fine, all fine. Okay, so in this case, let's do something together, right? You guys are possible to use a base mesh. It's possible to. I don't know. I don't know. I think for me it sounds logic that you use your own stuff, but maybe I'm overseeing something. It is okay to ask questions, by the way, so no wrong thing about that. Okay. Hello, Einmeister. Willkommen at the end of the stream, because we're already done. Alright, so let's change some stuff together. Ignore this, because this is something else. So I'll guess the task for today is make a room, right? So this makes sense. By the way, when we're done with filling in the announcement, we're going to do the next theme and stuff. So this is fine. You guys understand that. You guys seem to understand this. Yes, Sunday I was too late. I was live streaming. I had this ready to, you know, copy and drop in. Apparently I either forgot it or I dropped it in the wrong Discord. So my apologies for that. Then we have extra information. All right. No external models. Okay. Just a second. Maybe I was thinking about this. The theme of this week is blah 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 blah. But the task for today is to make something. Right? Maybe this makes more sense, or is that too confusing? Let me know. Drop this in the entry before tomorrow D&T. Extra information. I know for sure there will be people only reading this and don't read this, but we will see. Reading is important. Maybe I need to do something like, well, no, never mind that. I need to do this here. This is always the important thing to read, first of all. This is something you need to read once and keep that in mind. Alright. Extra information. All the winners of the week will be chosen in a live stream on each Monday. DMT. All the winners will be chosen in a live stream. DMT. By the community. I hope I write it the correct way. If not, just let me know. All the winners and a new team will be chosen in live stream Monday. This can be gone. Live stream will be given in 30-minute check or at the WDSA Discord. Link down below. I don't know what this is, but that's my channel. I don't need to include that anymore. You can just join by, joining the live stream link. Right? Mic bomb? What do you mean mic bomb? You're the first one who says that after 311. No, that's not true. It's alright. Rules and information. Place all the feedback and comments for the 30-minute in the competition chat. Let me just change something right away. Where is it all at? No, not at. Assets. I think the best thing to do is actually not doing any assets, but because it makes it confusing, I think. Alright, shall we allow add-ons or add-on assets? I don't know if I hit my mic, maybe. If so, my apologies. Like you actually don't learn anything, like I said. Yes. But I also remove this because it doesn't make any sense. It will only use more space for announcement. This can also be gone. Okay, no one is saying something. So no add-ons. Yes, add-ons. Add-ons. Yeah, add-ons. Okay, free add-ons. Okay, so let's do it like this, all right? It is all about learning. So you may or you can use add-ons, but no external models. Ay. Don't use external models. Maybe like that. If there's something you want to correct, let me know in the chat, because you know English is not my main, or maybe you guys don't agree with something or whatever. One count in 30 minutes. Okay. Just a shame I have to include this. Like, it should be a logical thing. You know, the point is, I first would like to include what the point is. 30 minutes starts when opening Blender until you hit render. Right, that makes sense. You can use add-ons, but don't use external models. You can enter with a rendered image, drawing, or animation. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend animation stuff. But still, it is up to iOS. Double entries. Yeah, did I really do that? This is only good for weekly. This is not good for this is not good for the 30 minutes. Only one render, one entry allowed. I need to remove this. Please only chat feedback compliments in the weekly 30-minute chat. Alright. Only no, Maya is not banned. Why? Only includes the object of the day into your render entry better, or also need to do render, drawing, image. Daily, is that? No, that's wrong. I know that is wrong. How do you daily? Is that this? Daily. Into your entry. Only include objects of the daily challenge into your entry, so only what you made on that day. Only one entry allowed. So choose wisely, right? Please only chat feedback compliments. Only. Place chats feedback. Oh, for fuck's sake. And then for people like Doomster3G, yes, you may. Is that how you write May? It sounds like the month May. Use my what do we have more? All right, external GIMP, etc. but everything has to be done in 30 minutes, excluding render time. Okay, order. Excluding render time, yeah, okay. 30 minutes. Now I have to crack's sake. Okay, just meanwhile I'm doing this. Are you guys happy with what rules we have here and stuff? The explanation, is it all clear? Does it all make sense? Does something need to be added? Something needs to be removed? Let's see, one more information. Yeah, which is this one? Very good. Okay, one more thing I need to add, which is this one for the Discord. So people who want to get pinged, getting pinged. They like to. Yeah, I mean, it pops everything out. I mean, I don't know if anyone does agree with this, but it pops out a lot more. I mean, it was already nice, but can Discord just post a picture? But no, Discord doesn't have the option because you have to use the chat for. Maybe it can be coded, but you know, it's a lot of extra work. Oh yeah, this I think it looks a lot nicer. And maybe, well, no, never mind. I wanted to say maybe make this gray like concrete, but then it might be too colorful for the class setup. Like it still needs, you know, yes. I'm not very good always with my words. I need to include the link. Maybe for the 30 minutes we need to take another look at it too. So this one needs to be included at the end. Alright, so it is all clear. So then I cannot complain. You guys cannot do anything wrong. I mean, you didn't do anything wrong. It was just something that I was expecting to not to be told. So it is my fault that you guys did something wrong. Let me just put it like that. All right. Good. So that it's fixed now. 100% fixed. Now let's go to ideas. Now I got 2 more left because no one DM'd me any stuff, which you're not forced to. But sometimes the best ideas come from you guys, like the isometric room. So we can all either choose city. A building without materials, same buildings with materials. This is also a little bit confusing. I remember I should have changed this. Why did they even include this? What the hell is even going on? Okay. Yeah. I need to change this because the idea is good, just like, but sometimes it needs to work out a little better to make more sense, the order of things. All right, next weekly. Okay. Let me just put it down. Pony camping. Day 1. Oh shit! I cannot. Oh wait, I need to copy it from a different angle. Day 1. Make plants, trees, woods, rocks, wherever you like to camp. Day 2. Tent day. So no piece of ground. Backgrounds. Oh shit. What? Oh yeah. Background scene there. Okay, there is something I would already like to. There is something I would like to change. Okay, there is a certain order I like. All right. I like the idea, by the way, but I just need to change some things here. Oh god, not everything, please. What now? Yeah, this is also good because the it's not like blue and almost blue. So this fits in better. Yeah, you could do that too. It's a much nicer balance than, yeah, like I said, blue and blue. Yeah. Okay. But there is something I would change. Yeah, you talk about background scene day. I would like to do here, if you guys agree, is terraining, terraforming, terrain, water, terrain, water. Like first make the ground, right? Not anything else. Just have to say it. It was the same with, I believe, make the motherboard, and then people would include already everything, but. Oh yeah, terrain. Alright, then after you made a terrain, you can make a couple of plant bush and stuff. Don't include the terrain because in the rules. Alright, then you're just gonna make a tent. Or caravan, right? A tent or caravan, or wait. A tent. Crack's sake. Let's just do plants, okay? Because a forest with one plant is a little bit sad though. Plant, trees, woods, rocks, and grass. Just little humps of grass. You can make like a particle system afterwards when you need to make the total scene, right? A tent, caravan, or a motorhome. Just like something you like to do. I personally would like to camp in a tent, right? Then we need some wildlife. Wildlife, right? Ground, air, water. Utensils. What is utensils? What is camping bits? Pieces day. Oh, I think you mean utilities. Utilities, right? Or is that what it's called? Yeah, small props. Other props. Like camping stuff. Like centipede. Ugh. Other stuff, other props, like camping stuff. 6. Yeah. 6. Like wait. Let's just do it. Props. Camping stuff. Then, alright, I like the idea of yourself. And then 7. What did I do in announcement? Last one. Mix the scene together. How about that? Would that be okay? Yourself. Or shall we just do characters? I think might be a little easy to just say characters. I think Berkelemir just wants to know how everyone looks like. I got you there. Okay, so if everyone agrees, let me know. If there's something you don't agree, let me know. Meanwhile, I'm just putting capital letters here. Yeah, I really want to work this out. I think it's also a good idea to make a whole city going. Why is wildlife, ground, air, water? It's just to give ideas. Like you have ground animals, you got air animals, you got water animals. Yeah, you can make follow along characters, like very simple ones. So you cannot include the follow along into the scene though. Yeah. Yeah, happy? I think it's a very fun idea. Yes, you will? Okay. Save, and then I'm going to pick, oh geez, there's a lot of light in the face. Pick this guy. Low poly camping. The theme of this week is low poly camping. And the first thing you gotta do is just make a terrain, water. Keep in mind you need a little spot, because for make your camping or tent or motorhome. Don't add anything else. I think the don't add anything else should be a basic thing. Which I'm going to... I don't know, then it just... people are so troublesome, including me. Whatever. It's the rules now. Yeah, okay, very good. Then as long as you guys are happy, I am happy. That is the rule of the competition. Okay, very good. And I include this new announcement made together. Also make sure to save it. There you go. Very good, right? The community. Link down below. Yeah. Should you explain here what low poly means? Well, it is, yeah, okay, let me explain you what low poly means. It is very simple. Well, not everyone understand that right away. Even though there are different type of low poly, there is just one very basic thing of low poly, which is very simple to show. This, all right, is high poly. And this is gonna say 8x8, right? This is low poly. All right. This is super low poly. All right. I'm making like props for a game, and they wanted to have it low poly as possible, like this, very low poly. Then you have low poly. Another level is just this is low poly, and then you have, I would say, non-low poly. Now I have to think. I'll make myself look like an idiot. Which, I mean, this is non-low poly, right? Very smooth edges. There's a lot of polys in here. So you can go for this or that. One of the rules I give myself of low poly, like normally basic, is this. This is like 32 vertices. The rule I'm using with low poly is when something is very small, like a very small object, I only give it 8 vertices. Like a cup, a mug, a battery, even barrels. It's a little bit bigger. The bigger you go with low poly, like a massive silo, the more you will notice of the corners. So if I would make like a silo, I would put this, for example, on 12. Just give it a few extra polys. If you go for a ginormous space station or whatever, you can go for 16. Just the bigger the objects, the more you add. But just make sure you still see that it's low poly. That is, yeah, that is, I don't know. Everyone have different rules. Low poly, medium poly, high poly, ultra poly, poly, and poly. What about textures? Are you allowed for this challenge or rather not? Okay, so there are the different ways of doing. Now this is just this. Now it becomes more personal. There are different ways of textures. I think one of the better ones is to take. Man, I need to search for this, but. Okay, let me just think here. You can use, if you want to make a brick wall for very low poly, there are three things. There are 3 things you can do for low poly if it's about brick wall, right? One of them is a very simple one. I just need to do a few touches here. This is something I actually wanted to try Friday. I had something in mind that I wanted to do. I don't know if it's gonna work, so here will be the test. No, that doesn't work. Maybe like this. Why? Okay, now it works. This is actually spoiler for Friday. No, not really. One. Yes, like this. So if you would make a brick wall. For a brick wall, there are a few things you can do, right? Yes, extrude. Because these are separate pieces. For a brick wall, you can model it. No, it doesn't work. That's because I done something wrong. Like I said before, I didn't test it out just yet, but selecting all and pressing Y doesn't really work. That's a shame. No, then this one, Y, and now it should be fine. Right? Yeah, this is what I wanted to do. So, for low poly, you can just go for a wall like this. This is still low poly. You got your wall like that. Or what you can do is use textures. Now, there is one thing you can do with this wall, and that is add a texture with small little spots or dents or cracks. That would still make it low poly. There are a lot of games doing that kind of stuff. They make like the wall brick, they make it model, and but they still add like small spots or dents or whatever. Another thing you can do is just having a plane, right? If you want to know how it looks like, having a plane and texture paint onto it. Because low poly needs to look a little bit cartoonish. It needs to look non-realistic. I think that's the best word to take for it. So you can texture paint stuff onto it, but don't use realistic textures because that makes it look awkward as much as I have seen. Alright, there are a lot of games out there using very low poly style. They have like this insane realistic textures on it, and it just makes it look silly. JB, how did you do that? Do you mean separate pieces? Displacement. Displacement makes things look high poly, right? Unless you make it look minimalistic. So you can use like, what is that, black and white texture in order to fake out the grooves in there, right? That is what you mean? Berkelmeer. Okay, Erwin, what I did is first add a loop cut, then select one piece. I should have turned this on, by the way. And then press Y. Because when you press Y, you can separate pieces like that. But I believe if you want to join them together, you press Ctrl J. I don't know if that works. No, that doesn't work. Ay, what was that again? Just yay? No. I don't know how you join them together anymore. Oh wait, maybe Control Y, I mean. No, also not. Yeah, you can use displacement, but it has to look low poly. So you can fake it out, but it has to look low poly, because when you make a brick very detailed, very it's going to get a realistic look. And low poly, you want to take care it doesn't look realistic. You want to avoid realism and make it look low poly, make it look cartoonish, stuff like that. You know, you want to go for this or that, not for this. You want to go for this, max that, but not this. Alright, yeah, if anyone know how you can join this stuff back together, well, it's actually not that difficult, right? Yeah, just join them by distance. That's one thing you can do. I thought it was like a hotkey to do that also without we have to, you know, press M and do this stuff. Yeah? Okay. Any more questions? Thank you, by the way, for asking me, you know, to share a little bit about my knowledge or what I use with low poly assets. Uno más. Okay. Then that will be that. And yeah, then you got, by the way, another low poly style, and that is basically use triangles only. Low poly can be faces or triangles. Oh yeah, it is a lot sometimes. Okay. Yeah, with low poly, don't be afraid to do this. Maybe I should. I have, by the way, something. Let me see here. One of the props I've been making. Where is it at? Props, Easter egg. Huh? Am I opening it the right way? That is weird. I cannot see any of the blend files. What am I doing wrong? Huh? Okay, something is... Oh, I see. I should have gone to Blender files instead of props. Anyhow, because the props are FBX files, so that doesn't work. So here I got like a low poly lamp from Blade Runner. Might be not all the way good to see, but as you can see, I've used a lot of low poly, less poly as possible. You can see a button. This button is like 8 vertices. I removed a lot of button stuff. So underneath here, there is no plane underneath because it's all extra. So yeah, this is what I do. And yes, of course, a few triangles to give it a little bit of detail going, right? Like that. And yeah, the real Blade Runner has very detailed stuff here, but I just only include 2 of these rings. Yeah, stuff like that. Thank you. Yeah, this is what I want, and yeah, it's something you need to learn, and need to learn to let it go of, you know, having like hard edges. That is exactly what low poly is, hard edges, and sometimes like a soft edge. It depends. Like if it's really visible that is like a bevel, then you need to make a bevel. But over here, like the bevel would be so small you don't even notice it. Then you just leave it out. Stuff like that. All right, that is that. I don't have a human. I just have like a cube scaled out, sorta the size of a human, so I can kinda off make the size of the lamp, because there is not real sizes to find. You have to all figure it out, improvise yourself. All right. So in this case, I'm going to leave it with this. I thank you all a lot for cooperating and, you know, being a community together, do stuff together. I really appreciate that. And no, I don't have anything to drink. Yeah, good luck for this week. I hope it is clear with this stuff. It will be a fun one. Wednesday, we do the weekly live stream, same time, same channel. Next week we will have an extra day on Tuesday where we will do the monthly competition, I believe. Yeah, next week a busy week again. And that will be that. Alright, I'll see you later, guys. I still don't know what to do. Well, what do we have again? Oh yeah, 2D to 3D. Just mind up something. You can also take like a can of drink and make the picture on the can of drink into 3D. Anything. Make the blender, YB blender in 3D. Anything. But I am going to close now. I'll see you guys later again. Bye bye.